Hello everyone, my name is Karen King and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I tell scary or interesting stories that I found online. If you have any stories you'd like to share with the channel, there is a link down below for a Reddit option. But anyway, enjoy the video. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure how to start, but my wife called me a few days ago. She said that she dreamt about me being in bed with another woman. I won't cheat on my wife, and I haven't. Ever. Anyhow, it's been 5 days. 5 days since I last slept, and I don't know what to do. The thing is, I have never had to deal with anything like this in my life, so I decided to contact my doctor and made an appointment. The days leading up to the appointment were terrifying. Every night I woke up, maybe 30 minutes or an hour after going to sleep. I would lay in bed for hours just staring at the ceiling or playing with my cat, and this would go on for 2 weeks. That is, until 6 nights ago. Let me give you some kind of background. I live in upstate New York. Well, not live, more like stationed. I live on the area known as an old post, and it's fairly far from my work area. I have seen many things that I cannot explain. Hell, I cannot even explain myself. I'm in school for my physician's license, and psychology is a part of the course, yet I still can't make any logic of what I've seen. There were times I would see people stand at my door or in my vicinity that weren't really there. Sounds like I'm going insane, I know. Although there were multiple accounts other than my own to verify the things I was seeing were indeed true. Getting back to my story, to the reason I'm writing this. The day my wife called me, I was probably on my 2nd or 3rd day of not sleeping. I can't tell you why I haven't been able to sleep, seeing as it's my first time going through this. Yeah, Google it is something most people would say or recommend. I did, and believe you me, it didn't work. It's been 3 weeks. 3 fucking weeks, and the shit is ridiculous. I started seeing a figure at my door every night. It has a feminine silhouette, and it just sits there every night staring at me with her glowing white eyes. Maybe my mind is playing tricks on me, right? I thought, but why am I seeing this every night? I have a roommate because my wife isn't here. That's a whole different issue, and he's only staying here because he can't move into the barracks just yet due to his divorce. The thing is, why did he wake me up last night asking about the girl in the house? There is no girl in this house. I got a cat and it's male. Why is some female that either of us know or have anything to do with in my house? Yet she just sits in my doorway staring. She gets closer every night and I'm not sure what to do. My roommate sees her standing outside my door every night and he doesn't know what to do. Neither do I. All of this is getting too much and I don't know how to get her out of my house. If anybody has an answer, please, what do I do? I was the only one up laying on the couch around 2 in the morning. I turned over onto my side and I saw something black walking across the floor. She is a black Great Dane, but is too small to be him. When I told her, she said, "You saw the black cat too." Isn't the first time I've seen something in the apartment a few months ago. I had sleep paralysis and I saw the figure around 6 feet tall that was jet black ever since they started building apartments across the street. Weird shit has been happening. Hell, I think there's UFOs over there because every now and then we'll see a light in the sky. It doesn't look like an airplane flying, it's just a continuous bright dot gliding across the sky. I grew up Catholic and began questioning my faith around the age of 14. It was a dark time for me, and I believe that because I was vulnerable, something took the opportunity to harass me, for lack of a better word. When I was about 14, I started having dreams that felt different from the others. In the beginning, there was always a man. He was very handsome, tall, with black hair and ice blue eyes. He was very comforting to me, and would give me advice about specific things in my life. I looked forward to dreaming about this man. Then, as I continued having these dreams, he started acting a bit different. He would say things that made me question his motives. Things that just didn't seem right, like a friend pretending to compliment you, but really making fun of you. I started getting uncomfortable with it. Eventually he started telling me all these things to do that would help me. Things like killing people who have hurt me, or killing myself so that I can be happy. He became angry with me, when I disagreed. When I would dream about him, I would always feel the same sense of deep dread and horror. It was intense fear that I would feel as soon as a dream began, and I knew he was there. In one particular dream, he chased me through the streets of what looked like a dark, gloomy city from the early 1900s. He was trying to kill me. I started saying the Lord's Prayer and woke up immediately. This is when it got really bad. I never saw him as the handsome man after that point. He took the form of people I loved and said horrible things to me. I was told how worthless I was and to kill myself. Most commonly, he was my mother saying these things. My mother was abusive and we had a very bad relationship. Each time this would happen, I would pray and usually I would wake up. After some time, that became less effective. Every time I would pray, I felt like I was being choked or that I couldn't breathe or move my mouth. Nevertheless, I would continue waking up. All of this happened over probably 100 dreams from the age of 14 to 19, when I moved into my own apartment. I had one last dream there, and since then, it has stopped. I am 21 now. I think that because I continued praying and staying confident and defending myself, it became less fun for whatever that thing was, and it left me. I hope I never feel that feeling at the beginning of a dream ever again. Many years ago, I lived in an old house. We had many spooky encounters there. This is a brief story of one such encounter. One night I awoke sometime in the wee hours in the dark bedroom. I saw movement to my right and turned my head and saw the dark silhouette of an arm sticking straight up from the bed. The hand was bent at the wrist, dangling, with fingers fanned out and limp. The arm and hand was slowly waving back and forth. I assumed it was my wife, perhaps dreaming. I watched, somehow disturbed at the strange behavior and motion. I reached my hand out to gently grab her arm to wake her up, and to my surprise, there was only air. The silhouette faded away. Startled and frightened, I called out her name. She sleepily answered me. I felt the covers in her arms were both completely underneath. It took me quite a while to get back to sleep. Another time my wife woke up and looked over to see the silhouette of me sitting up in the bed next to her. She asked me what I was doing, waking me up to groggily respond to her. When she heard my voice from the bed instead of the head level of the sitting figure, she was similarly startled and frightened. Quite a few things happened in that house. What I'm about to tell is my encounter with a being that baffles me to this day. I'm aware that this could have been a dream, but if that's the case, then it's the most vivid and realistic dream I've ever seen in my lifetime. I was around 7, living with my father in the outskirts of Guatemala City. I would have a room for myself, with a window that faced the inner yard. One morning I was casually lying in my bed, watching TV, and as kids usually do, I did not want to get up yet. At some point I realized someone was intently looking at me from the corner of the window. It was an old lady shrouded in black clothes. I was frightened and I couldn't tear my eyes away from her. At some point she retreated, and when I got up to see the yard, I could see her making her way for the kitchen. No tenants, let alone an elderly lady, lived in the house at the time. I don't claim this was a ghost. I don't even know if this was real, so you may take it with a grain of salt. But whatever the explanation, the terror I felt was real. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment down below which one you enjoyed, and if you have any stories of your own that you'd like to share with us, there are links down below where you can contact me and even post on the channel's subreddit page. There you'll also find a link to my book. If you're a horror fan, you'll definitely love it. I hope. Until next time, bye bye. Good? You good? Yeah, you good?
I have this woman.
Yeah.
Walking into this house with all her cock, right? Yeah, and she like flops it down. Birds. Cat shitting up a storm.
That's your cat.
I know. I'm talking to her.
Is this how you treat me when I move in? Is this how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Get your ass in the kitchen.
Testing, just checking the shit again, because you never know who the fuck crept into this fucking crypt. Everyone's Been skeptic until some dead woman walks in. Oh joy.
What is wrong with you?
Lie down! You're sick. Go sleep.
I see now why.
I grew up Catholic. It was a dark time for me, and I believe that because I was vulnerable, something took the opportunity to harass me. For lack— Shut up, Brian! Shut up!